Hello and welcome everyone to a weird stream that I'm currently doing. And if you read the title, you read the comment in the chat, you have an idea of what I'm currently doing. We're suffering together again. And welcome everybody to one weird live stream. It's going to be my voice here and my voice again here.
Hello, welcome everybody to Lone Star. I'm your host Rockdam, and let's suffer together.
So, this is what we're currently dealing with. We're dealing with what is considerably very fun time. We're playing Davinci Resolve. That is the editing software I currently use. And I'm not sure how things will go, but we're gonna just jump right in. And yes, you see my setup? Yes, you can see my page, my whole yeah, it is my whole hello, yes. You can see everything I'm currently doing, my whole editing software, how I try to change things, how I edit things. I'm not really good at it, so it's not like I'm gatekeeping any secrets. I've been doing this for 2 years, but I have never really done a great job editing. I just have a very rudimentary idea of how to edit stuff. So, welcome everybody to the live stream. I hope you guys are having a fun time with me. We're planning to suffer together, I'm planning to involve you in my suffering. If you notice, the moving mountain is not currently speaking because I don't want to have two faces. I'll get confused myself. Just gonna have one moving floating mountain on this board. And welcome everyone. Glad to have you around. Alright, this is perfect. So, let's do this. So what we're going to do, or what I'll try to do, is basically go through my video step at a time, and then choose whether I keep it or it's boring. If it's boring, we cut it out. If it's reasonable, we leave it. And if you guys want to add anything to the edit, feel free to share, whether in the Discord or here in the chat. So we starting now. Just getting ready. Perfect.
Hello, welcome everybody to Lone Star. I'm your host Rockdam, and let's suffer together. Let's do a Spectre run today, and let's see if that works in our favor. Let's see. We can go with Mediator Gray, gain waste conversion, an extra shot, and 3 power to the central attack unit. You know what? I'm interested in the +3 to power, because I feel like we can do like this build where we one-shot everything in the middle. Like, I just want to try it out. And we'll go ahead.
So,
like this build where we one-shot everything in the middle. Like, I just want to try it out. And we'll go ahead.
Alright, that was 30 seconds. That was my intro. So apparently a lot of times, majority of my videos, or many videos, yes, this was the Death Star game, and I'm turning it into into a video itself. So this 30-second in the original video took 2 minutes and 30 seconds. So I have done the necessary butchering to change a minute or 2 minutes worth of video into 30 seconds. And all these little cuts you can see here, like these little cuts, these billion cuts, is just me doing the work, cutting and pasting things together without it looking too awkward. So I'm happy with my 30 seconds. Let's put a poll and let's see if people think that it can be better. Or better yet, how's a good way to tell people, hey, if you think that there's a point in the video that's really cool or really boring, I think what's best is finding out the boring parts of the video and cutting it out, rather than finding the best part of the videos, because if you remove all the boring parts, only the good parts remain. I don't know.
I like the fact that they moved the weapon to the middle as well. So we'll go with this. Let's start our first battle. We're having our flush core in the middle. When we load 2 energy of the same color, gain 2 strength. All right, let's begin. And
so there is a few seconds we probably could gain here, but is it worth it? I don't think so. Like there is 1, 2, like you see, 1, 2, 3. That's like almost 3 seconds worth of video.
all right,
I guess we'll just cut it out. Like from here until the sound.
strength.
Alright, from here I think we can cut until just a little bit before the imagery. Let's see if this helps. That is perfect, right? It literally does nothing beside reduce the video amount by 3 seconds.
All right, let's begin. And he is taking a turn off. We're taking a turn on.
All right. I believe that was okay. We have a big, like, silent area here. Mainly awkward. So the beginning of the video is mainly us talking, and it's been very... Oh no. Go down to a zoomed in version, because otherwise people will get sick, will get scared. People will get scared. So we have a lot of speech here, and there is a little bit of a gap, but not really. It's very continuous. The speech is nice. There's a little bit of silence in this area, so from here
to strength
to here. So this is still literally
all right,
silent.
Let's begin. And he is taking a turn off. We're taking a turn on.
So we could theoretically switch these words and move it to the front. Theoretically speaking, by the art of editing. And I know it might not seem like much. Honestly, I don't know if it's even worth doing all this extra editing, but I'm trying to make a video that is short. Not short, like a video that's worth watching from start to finish. And I have an example. It was done by some guy named like Kid Rock. I don't think it's like, is it Kid Rock? I don't know. It has a rock in his name. And he was doing Alina of the Arena. And it was a full 1 hour video. There was cuts, there was zoom ins and zoom outs, but it was interesting enough that you thought it was a very continuous good video. So I'm trying to do something similar. I don't know if I'm speaking to anyone at this point, because it's been quiet, and let's be honest, this might not be interesting to everybody.
All right, let's begin. And he is taking a turn off. We're taking a turn on.
All right, let's do the necessary butchering at the 2-minute mark. Hello, Yash. Hello. You're always quiet. You know, since I'm not playing a video game, I'm a little bit more like interactive with the chat right now, because I literally have my undivided attention to this extremely non-boring task. So all right, let's do it this way.
All right, let's begin. And
like, let's begin and has nothing to do with life. So what we can do is cut this portion. All right. Move this up. So this is my volume side. You had accidentally fell asleep. That is okay. That's cool.
All right, let's begin. And
so we moved our speech forward. I can move it even further, but I don't want it to sound weird.
All right, let's begin. And
all right, and means that there has to be a follow-up. I think this is okay. Let's add this follow-up here. I don't know if you can hear it clearly, if there is any issue with the volume per se. That is normal.
All right, let's begin. And he is taking a turn off. We're taking a turn on.
Okay, that sounds really nice. And then we have this silent mode that nobody did anything, so we can start from here instead. So let's cut. This is also kind of useless, so let's cut it out. We're doing some ruthless editing. That is what is called. So we're just removing anything that really does not add to the storyline.
I guess we could turn off. We're taking a turn on. I guess we could just put a 4 and a 2 here, but I'd rather get 2 blues. Oh, on. I guess we could just put a 4.
I'm not happy with the with the sudden.
I guess we could. We're taking a turn on. I guess we could just put a 4 and a 2 here, but I.
All right, let's move it a little back. So what we're gonna do, because I'm not happy with the way things are here, is let's move it up. Let's move the video up, and then adjust it accordingly. There must be small pauses. There are. I think there is.
Let's begin. And he is taking a turn off. We're taking a turn on.
The issue with saying and then taking a small pause just is more awkward than you think.
And
like honestly, it should be better if it's like this. 1 second.
And he is taking a turn off. We're taking a turn on.
Because and is an adjective, I think.
He is taking a turn off. We're taking a turn on. And he is taking a turn off. We're taking a turn on.
Right, that should be okay.
I guess we could turn on. I guess we could just.
I don't like the fact that it goes from here to here. Like there is a lot missing. So what I'll do is I have to unlock this. 1 second. Unlink. Then with the unlink, I get to move only the video up. And let's see if this is better.
All right, let's begin. And he is taking a turn off. We're taking a turn on.
1 second. I think it's called like let's put a smooth cut in between here.
Taking a turn on. I guess we could just put a 4 and a 2 here, but I'd rather get 2 blues. Oh. Generate 1 energy of the same color. Oh, it's just a better number. Okay. Let's put it blue. So, when loading 2 energy of the same color, gain 2 strength. I guess we could.
Why is this louder? Or am I being weirded out?
Energy of the same color, gain 2 strength. 2 here. But I'd rather.
Yeah, there is a difference in volume for some reason. Oh. Oh, okay. I figured out why. So I moved the whole thing by mistake. So this is supposed to be here. This is useless to me. Let's see again
He
if
is
it
taking
makes
a
it's
turn
better.
off. We're taking a turn on. I guess we could just put a 4 and a 2 here.
Oh, this is
but I'd
much
rather
better.
get 2 blues. Oh.
Much better.
Generate 1 energy of the same color. Oh, it's just a better number. Okay. Let's put it blue.
All right, so that was 1 minute and 16 seconds. Theoretically speaking, that's when, like, not theoretically speaking, that's around how, like, 60% of people will click out. So the most important part of a YouTube video is the first 30
Hello,
seconds.
welcome everybody to Lone Star. I'm your host.
So after 30 seconds, you get, like, a lot of people will drop because a lot of viewers will just get a taste and then decide whether I want to listen to this or not. Now, in long video formats, really long videos, people are more likely to give it a little bit more time. But if they're new to your channel, usually they'll give you 30 seconds to a minute to decide whether they want to keep watching. Now, it's easy to say these words, but it's really difficult to meet expectations because they don't know me. They don't know my style. They don't really enjoy my company yet. I have not introduced myself. So this 30 seconds needs to be tight and composed. And somehow the longer people watch, the more likely they will continue to watch. So you just need to get them through the awkward dating phase into like getting stuck. You just have to do that. The initial opening remark has to be really good. So I need to start really strong, and then after a while I can ease off. But the problem with an hour and like this used to be an hour 30 minutes, now it's like an hour and 13 seconds. The problem with this long of a video is it needs to be interesting, not start to finish, but at least till the fun parts start, which is later on. Like, I believe the last later parts of the video are very interesting because the run keeps going, damage is happening, things are happening, and it's fun. So, yeah. So
like
these
the
are... Okay. So I need to lower the volume for my ears, otherwise I will lose it. All right, let's do it at 65, 60. Let's lower it by a few decibel. Cool.
I like the fact that they moved the weapon to the middle as well. So we'll go with this. Let's start our first battle. We're having our flush core in the middle. When we load 2 energy of the same color, gain 2 strength. All right, let's begin. And he is taking a turn off. We're taking a turn on. I guess we could just put a 4 and a 2 here, but I'd rather get 2 blues. Oh. Generate 1 energy of the same color. Oh, it's just a better number. Okay.
It's just a better number.
Let's put it blue. So when loading 2 energy of the same color, gain 2 strength. So a 5 and a 2 is a 7, but becomes 12 in damage, which is pretty high. Then I can put a 3 here. There's no point in using this one, so we'll just go in with that much damage. Pretty good.
It's really difficult to...
let's do this again. Hopefully we don't
like,
lose
edit
anybody. I don't want to...
the actual gameplay itself.
Very great start.
Because you don't want to over-edit. That
Hopefully
usually is frowned upon,
anybody.
I think. Is it frowned upon, or am I just lazy? That's the thing.
I don't want to lose health, so we'll go here. Use this middle option and just burn a hole in their lives. Okay. Oh, this is gonna be good. Good. Perfect. I don't need to do much. That was a great 2-turn one-shot. And let's find out if we can get a unit that does more damage. So weakening core, if we add up to 5.
That is interesting and true. The only problem is my first Lone Star video is really bad. Like it would have been really better. Like, let's say I'm doing something like Retromation with the Bazaar. So the more you play something, the more familiar everybody is watching you. And to a certain extent, most people are too lazy to look at another video to learn the game. Or more like, you don't want people to click off your video, even if they're going to another video of yours. It just sends a really bad signal. So rather than sending people off to another video to watch the explanation, it's better off explaining the game itself. Now, I do a bad job at this because I'm live streaming and I try to chat with everybody, but like I try to keep a mental note that I need to explain what the game is about or the game is going. I'm doing a really bad masterclass on YouTube right now, which is people are listening to somebody who's not made it big, whose best video is 2,000 views, and it's probably due to luck.
We need to exactly hit 5. We get 1 4-point energy. Not the worst. Unload, generate 1 identical energy with its color mixed with blue.
So I found a really cute way to do this. Like, this is
5.
this
We
is
get 1
fine,
4-point energy.
but I could improve the retention rate.
Do much?
I believe I could do something fun
That was
here.
a great 2-turn one-shot. And let's find out if we can get a unit that does more damage. So weakening core.
So here I'm reading out the weakening core. So I'm reading out what the hell I'm talking. Like, what's the whole solution? So what I can do is put a close up on the weakening core section. This is where the editing part really starts. And rather than, one second, let me just zoom in. Rather than have people like suffer from having really small, let me see if I can get it right, really small text, what I can do is zoom out the video itself, and then layer it to the point where they can read the weakening core effect without squinting. I don't know if it makes a difference. It makes life easier for them, but not me. And that's the goal. You want to make it easier for them to follow through. Okay, I think this is good. So it will be like this.
Shot. And let's find out if we can get a unit that does more damage. So weakening core, if we add up to 5.
Okay, 1 second. All right, 1 second, 1 second. I feel like this is a little early or a little late. So what I do, I'll move it back. So the moment I start watching the weapons,
if we can get a unit
it
that
zooms
does
out.
more damage.
Let's do it like this, a little bit better.
And let's find out if we can one shot. And let's find out if we can get a unit that
Nope. 1 second.
does more damage.
Is this from last stream? Yes, this is currently from last stream.
Find out if we can get a unit that does more damage.
All right. I need to match it so when I move over the weapon,
a unit that
like that area, just the moment I touch the weapon with my mouse, my zoomed in image starts. And then we can just do it. Either we can do it like to the side, so it shows that I'm doing this. And it does look really good. So let's see.
That does more damage.
Welcome, boy Wonder. So thank you for passing by. But I feel like this is better.
So weakening core, if we add up to 5, we need to exactly hit 5. We get 1 4-point energy.
So now that I zoomed in, a lot of the text or the explanation I've done feel redundant. Do you guys agree? Does it feel redundant? Because we need to be brutal in our editing. Because it's an hour and 13 minutes. Not everybody has time to watch an hour and 13 minutes video or movie. YouTube, maybe if you're really interested and it's good production, you'll spend more time. But I'm trying to cut all the unnecessary repetition, and this feels repetitive.
To turn one shot, and let's find out if we can get a unit that does more damage. So weakening core, if we add up to 5, we need to exactly hit 5. We get 1 4-point energy. That does one shot. And let's find out if we can get a unit that does more damage.
All right. So does more damage, this is a standalone.
It does more damage.
And then I can cut this video here. And then let's find an area where we stop talking.
So weakening core, if we add up to 5, we need to exactly hit 5. We get 1 4-point energy. Not the worst. Unload, generate 1 identical. We add up to 5. We need to exactly hit 5. We get 1 4-point energy. Not the worst. Unload, generate 1 identical energy with its colored mixed with blue. This gives us more blue unit. This is just an attack unit that gives you another point. I like this more. Let's add the weakening. This is just an attack unit that gives you another point.
Like when I say I like this more, that is all the explanation usually needed for the view, for somebody watching, for my reasoning. So if I just go, I like this more.
Let's add the weakening.
It's okay. That is an excellent explanation for why I picked it up. So now I need to butcher this section, this beautiful, beautiful section, so that my I like it more is still a very organic response. I don't know if that makes sense. It makes sense to me.
So weakening core, if we add up to 5, we need to exactly hit 5. We get 1 4-point energy.
So we need to hit exactly 5 is enough, I feel. If it makes sense. So let's move this out of the way.
So weakening core, if we add up to 5.
Let's remove this. All right. And let's make it like really, really tight.
We need to exactly hit 5. We get 1 4-point energy.
That is enough of an explanation. And then I can put this back so that the editing part does not show too well. The problem will eventually be with the music. Like I'll have to go back and listen to the background and see where the cuts are and smoothen things out.
Get a unit that does more damage. We need to exactly hit 5. We get 1.
Because the zoomed in area, like let's make it proper.
Let's find out if we can get a unit that does more damage. We need to exactly hit 5. We get 1 4-point energy.
So the zoomed in area like kind of covers the issues, or it's not really issues, it's more like it kind of covers my transition point. That's what I'm thinking about. So people are less likely to notice the background changing because there is something larger here. You can also do it this way, so This is the transition. Welcome, KP Drago. Welcome. So I can put a smooth cut, and that should smoothen this area up. Yeah, let's see if it works. So the background now should have a smoother transition period.
That does more damage. We need to exactly hit 5.
I couldn't notice the
that
switch.
does more damage. We need to exactly hit 5.
Which is perfect.
We get 1 4-point energy.
And there is another one here.
Not the worst.
But it's
energy.
Not bad.
Let's find out if we can get a unit that does more damage. We need to find out if we can get a unit that does more damage.
Okay, before we do this, I feel like we need to give it more breathing room.
A unit that does more damage. We
Better.
need to...
And then let's make it a blur dissolve, cross dissolve maybe? No. No. Let's do this here. So non-additive dissolve.
If we can get a unit that does more damage.
Oh, that is beautiful. Non-additive dissolve makes it look like it pops out of nowhere.
Can get a unit that does more damage.
And it's smooth enough that it's not too overbearing.
We need to exactly hit 5. We get 1 4-point energy.
All right. Perfect. I like it. I like this section. I don't know how many seconds we saved, but it feels like we saved a few more. We're at 1 hour, 13 minutes, and 14 seconds. Yash, I kind of agree, but I also think that a lot of people already know the game, because there is Sif D played it, Alexa played it. Alexa made a mini series on Moonstar. Northern Lion played it. So there are 3 people who played this game. I'm not the one that is starting. Also, I feel bad with my first video. Like, I want to delete my first video and redo it this way, just to make it look smoother or less off-putting, because the statistic on my first videos are scary. So that's the reason I'm putting a lot of effort in this one, is because I feel like my first video did not get a fair chance to be seen, but that's on me because I've sent people away from it. Does that make sense?
Energy.
Blur the background when it pops out.
That does more damage. We need to exactly hit 5. We get 1 4-point energy.
I could do that. I could honestly do that.
We need to exactly hit 5. We get 1 4-point energy.
Now, how do I usually do this is... background blur. Usually, background blur and stuff goes to the nodes section or the fusion section, so it's not easy to add it. It takes a little bit. That is fair. Next game will be a little bit better, hopefully. We'll have to keep it in mind. How can I add a blur effect? Let's see. So these are all the media pool effects that we can add. So, oh, not yet. Okay. Not everything is available, so we're gonna have to be a little more. That is so bad, no. Video transition is the smoothest usually. I can put a lens blur. Oh, this is a box blur. A box blur could work. All right, I'm listening to KP Drago. Let's see if this works. So now, when the video starts,
need to exactly hit 5. We get
the background is now blurred.
Not the worst. Unload, generate 1.
Do you guys notice?
4-point energy.
But the problem with this is I probably don't need it to be fully blurred when this is finished. So I only need it to be blurred till this section. And that's it. It's okay, man. I'm glad you're tuning in while doing something useful as well, or more useful. So what I'll do is I will cut this a little bit so that it's definitely on the port.
5.
So
we get 1 4-point energy.
And then I'll extend this video a little bit so that it works
4
like
point
this.
energy.
I like it more. I like it more.
We get 1 4-point energy. Not the worst. Unload energy.
All right. Let's cut all of this because it feels kind of useless and redundant. So, oh no. All right. I don't know how many seconds we cut, but we did cut something.
Unload energy. Not the worst. Unload that does more damage. We need to exactly hit 5. We get 1 4-point energy. Not the worst. Unload, generate 1.
The information shake a little bit like the wind.
Exactly.
I don't think so.
That does more damage. We need to exactly hit 5. We get 1 4-point energy. Not the worst. Unload, generate.
I don't want to put a directional blur. I think that's a little rough. We can put a smooth cut between
4-point
this section.
Not the worst. Unload, generate 1 energy. Not the worst. Unload, generate 1 identical.
This is smooth enough. I don't think it needs anything.
Not the worst. Unload, generate 1 identical energy with its colored mixed with blue. This gives
Alright. That was a pause I did not need.
Blue.
From here till here.
This gives us more blue unit. This is just an attack unit that gives you another point.
I feel like that was absolutely useless. So I just need an explanation for the other blue stain. It's literally a blue stain.
Worst. Unload, generate 1 identical energy with its colored mixed with blue. This gives us more blue unit. This is just an attack unit that gives you another point. I like this more.
So we'll just remove this. Just absolutely cut from 29 to 35. That's 7 seconds. That is absolutely rough, but it's necessary butchering. Let's see if this makes it smooth or not.
I like this more. Colored mixed with blue. I like this more.
There's a little bit of a cut that I'm not happy about.
I like this more.
So what I'm gonna do is move this a little bit, and then let's find a section here that I can cut safely. All right, and then move this up. Let's unlink. Let's see if this makes it better. Welcome, Shard. Welcome. So, Shard, you got your own gaming, probably. So, I am doing some editing now. Don't know if it's interesting to people to hear my machinations.
It's colored mixed with blue. I like this more. With blue. I like this more. Let's add the weakening core to our blue.
Alright, I don't like the sudden change. The fact that my sound overlaps with this makes it look smoother than it is. But I need to do something extra there. Usually I enjoy a smooth cut, but it's so obvious. Additive sounds cute. I don't know if that works. Let's put an additive dissolve, a non-additive dissolve, and see if this works.
Blue. I like this more. Let's blue.
It's an obvious cut, but it's not too obvious. We can make it shorter so it's not as
mixed with blue.
Blinding.
I like this more. Let's add the weakening core to our mix. This way we have a little bit more oomph. I think I'll put it on the top lane, and let's go and find out an upgrade. Do I want to upgrade a flesh core or just go to the unknown? Unknown can give us some good stuff.
All right. So everything I said there had nothing to do with the video, I feel. So, like, I'm going to rely on you guys a little bit here because I have no idea if I'm overly complicating things or if I actually have a legit reason. So from here, so we're still in the 2 minute mark, by the way.
Mix with blue. I like this more. Let's add the weakening core to our mix. This way we have a little bit more oomph.
I like to this part. I like where I'm saying a little bit of oomph. That sounds like natural. That shows a little bit more personality per se. But other than this area specifically, everything I say after this is probably fillers.
I think I'll put it on the top lane, and let's go and find out an upgrade.
Yeah, that's a little bit of like fillers while my brain is functioning. just continuously trying to get my brain to function.
Do I want to upgrade a flesh core or just go to the unknown? Unknown can give us some good stuff.
So, do I want to upgrade?
Do I want to upgrade a flesh core or just go to the unknown? Unknown.
I think that is a great point. This area?
I think I'll put it on the top lane, and let's go and find out an upgrade.
Like, that is absolutely useless, in my opinion. It adds nothing to the mix, so let's do a little bit of adjusting. I don't know if it makes sense to you guys. If I'm being wrong, please do say. I've reduced the latency just so I can get told off, technically. Alright, let's do this. So what I'm going to do is move my portion here so that when I talk, it's going to sound like this.
A bit more oomph. Do I want to upgrade a flesh core or just go to the unknown? Unknown can give us some good stuff.
See, that sounds much nicer. And a lot of this sounds useless.
Do I want to upgrade a flesh core or just go to the unknown? Unknown can...
The moment I go over the unknown section, so this is where I go unknown, see? I can literally just leave a space, delete it, take this area, get the space where I'm pressing on the unknown as well, delete this, and then move it, attach.
Unknown can give us some good stuff. Just go
the only problem here is the background having a little bit of a shift.
Unknown can give us some good stuff.
So I don't know how to fix that issue usually because I'm not that good yet. But that little bit of a shift can be annoying. One way I can fix it is make something pop out that is going to confuse the watcher or take attention off the editing. Let's make it
can give us some good stuff.
Like I like this.
Can give us some good stuff.
And
just go to the unknown. Unknown can give us some good stuff. Just go to the unknown. Good stuff.
All right, let's do it from here. Let's close up. I'm just trying to make something look seamless. I don't know if that will work. That kind of ruins something. I'm not sure.
The unknown. Unknown can give us some good stuff.
All right, that is not what I want. Let's see if this works. So unknown, I want to zoom in on the unknown section, just like that. And then zoom out, so it's not a very strong zoom in. It's just a very mild focus on this area. think that is okay. Let's center it a little bit. Let's see if this works.
Upgrade a flesh core or just go
Zoom in. Put it over the switch.
to the unknown. Unknown, give us some good stuff.
It's too short. It's too short for it to look smooth.
Do I want to upgrade a flesh core or just go to the unknown? Unknown can give us some good stuff.
Yeah, not gonna work. Abort mission. We could do an additive dissolve. This makes things really bright. This makes no brightness change, just things align on top of each other. So let's see if this works.
Unknown can give us some good stuff. Upgrade a flesh core or just go to the unknown. Unknown can give us some good stuff.
Looks okay, in my opinion. Looks better. Let's zoom in here. I don't use this as much as you guys think I do. All right. So you guys get to see more of the video itself.
Go to the unknown. Unknown can give us some good stuff.
All right. That is perfect. So now I have an empty slot here that I need to close in or close on. The easiest way to do this is... remove the background noise. Do this. Move this here. And then see what is the gap. Usually the volume can be replaced with the background.
5 damage for 3 coins sounds like it.
All right, I don't like this volume switch. I don't know if you noticed it. It's a little bit iffy. But like this has no change, no use. All right. Let's see if this works better.
5 damage for 3 coins sounds like it. Silly option.
We like silly options. I probably said something similar to that. Let's move this a little bit. Move this up.
5 damage for 3 coins sounds like it.
That is so much better. The reason it's better is because my volume is over the switch, my sound. So I speak over my editing switch. You guys notice the difference? I don't know if it makes sense.
5 damage for 3 coins sounds like it. Silly option.
Yeah, I like this more. Now there's a silence here. I don't know if it's useful.
Unknown can give us some good stuff. 5 damage for 3 coins sounds like it. Silly option. But I'm silly.
I don't know why I said 5 damage for 3 coins.
5 damage for 3 coins sounds like...
Oh, okay, because I did the math wrong. After the seal stream, the editing stream. I'm actually not recording my editing of the editing stream because I feel like that would be really awkward. But I'm actually recording it. Oh, my bad. Yeah, I could possibly do this. I could edit my editing stream. And then editing the editing of the editing stream. That would theoretically be madness. I don't think people want to watch this, but so far I'm just
5
glad.
damage for 3 coins sounds like it. Silly option.
Alright, I don't need to wait that long to say this. I could move this up to fill the empty slot here. It's like I need to think, but I am smart, so I read it quicker than everybody, and I said it.
5 damage for 3 coins.
See? Like,
unknown. Unknown can give us some good stuff. 5 damage for 3 coins sounds like it.
Editing magic just made me like 50 IQ up. Like just added a lot of smartness to whatever I said. It's like I did quick math quicker than people could possibly read.
Silly option.
I'm actually gonna do it with this one. So this stream specifically will be members only. And it's gonna be like behind the scenes. So people can watch me edit, because I spend a good amount of time editing, and I think it would be kind of cool for people who like hang out with me and appreciate me more that I give them something a little bit extra. But I feel like my live stream can be for everybody, but people who are currently members can watch this on their free time. I be, I mean, why not? They get a little bit more for the support.
Some good stuff.
That's a very
5
smart
damage
idea.
for 3 coins sounds like
Thank you, Yash.
silly option. But I'm silly.
I like the I'm silly part. KP Drago, you are always welcome to become a member if ever you need to. But you're already here, and I don't think you'll miss out a lot. I wish I could just put a link in my Discord for people in my Discord as well. But I appreciate you nonetheless. Oh my god. I was gonna say too bad, but I feel bad, because you're an OG member. I feel like it's good to have this.
But I'm silly.
It's so many seconds. How many seconds is this? I'm being stingy over seconds. I've not moved beyond the 3-minute mark. So 248 to 252. This is 4 seconds of silence that is not adding anything. Does not add tension, does not add helpness, does not add fun time. So I need to find a way. I can't wait for you to become a member after 1.5 years. I'll try my best to stick around for that long. Just for you to become a member of mine. Also, I feel like a lot of people randomly get, if I remember last time, oh god, Ripper gave a membership to Wonder or somebody by gifting memberships. So just sticking around the chat helps getting members, because every once in a while some people are very generous. So yeah, so don't worry about it. You can eventually hit a membership, and maybe you get addicted to being a member, even though there's not much that I'm currently doing with the membership beyond being very thankful. I'm very thankful to all the people who support me. So I removed this noise. I feel like this area can go as well. Oh god. We do get emojis. Yeah. If you become a member, you get all these emojis. They're handmade. That is true. You also get colorful things next to your name. So
let's risk it. Ouch. Anyway, let's risk it. Let's risk it. Ouch. Anyway, we took 10 coins with us.
So all this time I spent it, I could have just gone, let's risk it. That is rough.
Coins sounds like a silly option.
Alright. From here, I go over the 10 coin section. I don't need... Oh no. Oh no. Alright. I don't need this. So I'll delete it. Oh, gone forever. Let's see if it's better.
But I'm silly. Let's risk it. Ouch. Anyway, we took 10 coins with us. We took 10 damage. I don't think it's
that
really
is
worth it.
Probably
we risked it. We gambled.
5 seconds.
Gamble, it's fine. Silly option. But I'm silly. Let's risk it.
I feel like let's risk it should be done before I click on the button. So let's try and adjust it so that we actually do, though. Let's see. Move this a little bit. Delete. It's weird, but it is true how I am an amateur editor in all ways and sense. I'm an amateur YouTuber as well. So imagine how much editing the bigger channels do. I don't know, maybe some people are just that good, they don't need to edit anything and people will still watch. But like for somebody that has just dipped his toes or like just started his thing, they probably put a lot more effort. Or they probably need to put the effort to compete.
Silly option. But I'm silly. Let's risk it. Ah, ouch. Anyway, we took 10 coins with us.
That is also true. A lot of people pay for editors. Um, I don't know, but like I've tried. I thought about it. I was like, hey, should I get an editor to make my life easier? But then I realized that if I cannot edit my own videos, I will be at a disadvantage in the sense that I'm relying on one person. But I'm also not sure what style of editing I want. So I think it's easier to create your style and then ask people to copy it so that just in case they are not around, your quality does not drop suddenly. You can find somebody else to do something similar to your style. I don't know. Does that make sense? I hope it does. Really hope it does.
10 coins with us. We took 10 damage. I don't think it was worth it, but we risked it. We gambled. We lost the gamble. It's fine.
Huh. Like, you need to at least be aware of what you want to do before you ask other people to do it for you.
Let's go again. Emergency event, association inspection. What do you want? At the start of the battle, random unit gains association inspection. If not loaded with energy in hand, gain 8 star coins at the end of turn.
All right. For me reading this, you lack short video. What do you mean I lack short video? You mean I lack shorts? I understand. I just never really got to a point where I know where my shorts are. Like I don't know how to do shorts in a way that is not embarrassing. Like I have my moving face, so I can do half the image my moving face. I could do a random video on top and just react to it. Um, I don't know if it's like considered copyright. If we're talking about like gaming shorts, like I do shorts where like they take a little bit of a hit. Hmm. Just random. You think random shorts will do good? Just random whatever?
Emergency event, association inspection. What do you want?
You are tempting me, young sir. I might just do something crazy like that. Just random short videos. But I feel like that just I don't know. No, man. I really don't.
Emergency event, association inspection. What do you want? At the start of the battle, random unit gains start of the battle, random unit gains.
So from this section, at the start of battle, so I'm reading this section, right? So what I can do is zoom in to what I'm currently reading. Let's see if I can do something similar to this. Okay, let's see how it works. That is not the correct area for my zoom, but it is gonna have to do. Right, let's do it this way. Move up. All right. So this is a zoom in, I guess.
Want. At the start of the battle, random unit.
Let's make it so it doesn't look like I've no, no, no. Hmm. Let's try this. Let's see how it works.
At the start of the battle, random unit gains association inspection. If not loaded with energy in hand, gain 8.
Nope. This needs to continue until I finish reading.
At the start of the battle, random unit gains association inspection. If not loaded with energy in hand, gain 8 star coins at the end of turn. At the start of the third turn, remove this buff. So 2 turns, we can get a lot of money. That is actually quite excellent. At the start of the third turn, remove this buff. So 2 turns, we can get a lot of money. That is actually quite excellent.
What do you guys think? I think that was a good addition to the video.
Alright, we can do something funny. So we can do a 4 and a 1. Get a 4 energy out of there. And then we can just put a 4 here. And just a 3. We could put a 2 as well. Would work. Alright, we're just going to do it now. We'll take our money. Be happy with it for a little bit. Just for a little bit. We're just going to...
I could zoom in on the coins being collected, but I'm not sure if that's like significant enough.
Be happy with this. Take another sip of coffee. 3, 5. Just for a little bit. We're just going to be happy with this.
Take a little bit sip of coffee is absolutely useless. Random thought, in a way, we are watching 2 streams simultaneously. Technically, you are watching me editing. Yeah, you're watching a stream of me editing a stream to make a YouTube video. And welcome, HMZ. Nice to have you around, man. So yeah, you are in Inception. This is the world of Inception.
But we're just going to be happy with this.
I don't want to say I'm taking a sip of coffee. Like, that was a stream thing. That is between me and you guys. It's not between me and the video people. Alright? So, we're going to try and hide the idea.
Sip of coffee.
There is no reason for me to say, take another sip of coffee.
Sip of coffee. 3 5s. Take another sip of coffee.
The problem with this is that I probably don't have anything better to say than take another sip of coffee. So it's going to be silent.
With this. Just for a little bit. We're just going to be happy with this. 3 5s.
I could move the 3 5s a little earlier so that I don't sound like I need help in many ways and forms. So let's do it. I think that is going to be helpful. Because it's like an awkward pause. Or just coffee. What do you just say coffee? Random coffee? Yeah, I guess. I already removed it, so deleting things is easier than putting them back together. So I need to be a little ruthless with my decisions.
3 5s.
Okay. Let's do it this way.
3 5s.
This feels like I'm paying attention to the game. And then I could theoretically, after the cut. Right. I think I go back, right? Where's my mouse? My mouse is currently... My mouse is in the... No, I don't want that. I wanna see
Fives.
where my mouse are. Okay, my mouse is here. Oh, it's gonna be hard. I have decided not to pay attention to the talking animation because sometimes I speak and it does not move, and sometimes I'm quiet and it moves. So my talking animation is already unruly. So if I want to pay attention to that, I'll go crazy. So just to have a little bit of sanity left, I'm leaving this talking animation alone. We're leaving the rock the way the rock's meant to be.
E5s.
Yeah, like he's talking to, he's opening his mouth.
Fives.
All right, fair. Let's see if this works. Looks okay. Let's see if that does not destroy anything.
We're making money. You just have to remember. We're making money. You just have to remember. We're making a lot of money.
Can you make the bread, put it in the mouth? Can you make the bread put in the mouth? What do you mean? Can you put the bread put in the mouth? I could put an image of a bread in his mouth, like a French baguette, but I don't know what you're talking about. You have to be a little bit more specific. Also, why?
3 5s. We're making money. You just have to remember. We're making a lot of money. We're making money. You just have to.
There's so many cuts here that I'm gonna have to pay attention to the sound and to how awkward it looks. Just for fun, I could possibly put a bread there, but you're gonna have to send a PNG to the Discord, and then I'll see if it's easier to do it there or not. But overall, we could put a piece of bread in his mouth.
3 5s. We're making money. You just have to remember. We're making a lot of money.
I don't know why. I don't like this. I don't like this. It's so awkward. Do I need this?
Fives.
Like, this is... Oh, okay, I understand why. So, this is significant. 1 second, let me zoom in. But it's so fast. Where is... Alright, I need to cut here. And then when I cut this, I can remove it. Let's cut this as well. Alright. And then I could potentially move this section to stick here. I don't know. It looks better. It feels better. I don't know if it is better. And then stick this here. Let's see if it will work.
5s. We're making money. You just have to remember. We're making a lot of money. Let's...
That is 4 minutes of my life.
making a lot of money. Let's create another 4 energy. Put a 5 here, and then a 4 and a 3 here.
That was smooth. That was excellent. Excellent decision making. 1 second. I'll put my phone in the charge, otherwise it dies out. I need it. One second. So I've succeeded in failing. So my phone died the moment I put the charger in. Don't know how that works, but it is possible. If possible, next stream, can you try to record the gameplay and animation separately, if possible, to make editing a bit easier? Gosh, yeah. Are you saying you're talking about the moving face? If you're talking about the moving face, I could theoretically um make it work, but then I would have to play the game and then go and create my another video where I talk about the game. Does that make sense? It's harder to record two things because what I'm using is OBS, and OBS records the screen per se. I can add things to the screen, but it does not record things separately.
Hmm.
I think.
We're making money. You just have to remember, we're making a lot of money. Let's create another 4 energy. Put a 5 here, and then a 4 and a 3 here. That is not bad. All right. The association inspection is over. So now we can play nicely, or play.
Like when you speak something remarkable, zoom in your face. I mean, I would not be against it, but it has to be something really remarkable. So you guys need to like give me a heads up because I have no idea what's remarkable in my like. I've been talking for 6 hours at a time. It's gonna be hard to notice when something is remarkable.
Randomly and normally. Oh no. This will just give us a better one. Oh, come on, really? We can just put a 5 here and it will generate a 4 energy. So that's okay. We can put a 4. That does well. Oh, baby. We're ending it this turn. Oh, yeah, that's great. Easy one. Easy one. We made a lot of money there. We can get an absorption core or a lot of money there.
Okay, that is a good pause there. So I'm always worried when I go to these pages because I have no idea how long I take to explain this bullshit, if it's even worth it.
You can get an absorption core or a compete core. Absorption core, when units in the same column loads energy, gain 1 strength for each color it has.
So what I'll
Or
do,
a compete core.
that is done. That is one line.
Absorption core, when units in the same column loads energy, gain 1 strength for each color it has.
That is explanation of absorption core.
What the hell does that mean?
I don't have to say that. That is, it does make sense because I did not understand.
I mean, I understand. Just no.
I did not understand. I did put this stream under the comedy section just in case, but I'm just amusing myself because I can't remember what I'm saying.
Know if it's strong. Welcome, Shard. Welcome.
All right, I'm saying hi to Shard here.
What the hell does that mean?
Do I keep what the hell does that mean?
For each color it has. What the hell does that mean?
I feel like I should keep it because it is a personality trait. I think. I don't know why I said it that way. You can speed up and zoom in. It's speeding. Oh.
What the hell does that mean? Absorption core, when units in the same column loads energy, gain 1 strength for each color it has.
The ended talk. We could do something cute here. So I am not very interested in this section, but we can try something cute.
Absorption core, when units in the same column loads energy, gain 1 strength for each color it has. What the hell does that mean?
All right, so we decided this is worth keeping, right? So what I'll do is I will make let me see. Let's do a close up Let's see how far this close-up goes. Oh, it does not work. Oh, my close-up is very small. Okay, 1 second. Oh, God. Go back. Zoom, 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 zoom.
I mean,
What the hell is this? Oh, I have a frame. That is so sad. I made it like a singular frame. All right, I want to close clip it here. And then let's make it bigger. Go back to this. Now it's going to be more reasonable.
what the hell does that mean?
All right, no. Zoom out a little bit more because it makes more sense. Let's get it here.
Peak core. Absorption core when units in.
Let's see.
Absorption core.
All right. Now that this is the zoomed in version, probably. Let's do it this way. Move down. Okay, let's see if this works as intended. I promise it's going to look better than it looks now. Okay, crop to the right. Crop to the top. Shake it around. This would be easier if the video is 10 minutes. We would have been done with half of it. All right, so this is the zoomed in version.
When units in the same column loads energy gain 1 strength for each color it has. What the hell does that mean?
All right, so that is okay. So now what I'm gonna do is I want to combine these together, but it's not really working. No, it makes it easier for people to read. And now what I'm gonna do is zoom in, move, move up. Zoom in even more. Oh, it's going to be perfect. I hope. I really hope so. I really hope so, guys. Huh.
Absorption core when units in the same column loads energy gain 1 strength for each color it has.
What do you guys think? I could do the same thing on the what the hell is that?
Absorption core when units in the same column loads energy gain 1 strength for each color it has.
I wish I could like. All right. How's everyone doing? That was rough. Let me just double down, make sure everything is in order. I think we're okay. The good thing about like YouTube is I don't know if it's a good thing because my whole internet shut down and the stream kept going, but it was just a black screen of death. And if you don't click end stream, it's just gonna keep going and just gonna have like 10 hours of dead stream, maybe. I was like so close to giving up, honestly. Oh well. It feels off in the zoom phase. Are you guys around? If you are around, make some noise. Like, leave a message, please. Am I alone in this world right now? Is that what's happening? Hi, KP. Hi, Valk. All right, I'm good. We're back. Whew. That was a little scary. Um, so you guys had a break. I had a break as well. Forced break, of course. What do you guys think? Do you guys like the large head, the large rock floating, giving an explanation about the absorption core? What do you guys think? Feels good, right? Looks okay. I don't know. No, you don't think it's good?
Absorption core, when units in the same column loads energy, gain 1 strength for each color it has. What the hell does that mean? I mean, I understand. Just don't know if it's strong. Welcome,
Hmm.
Shard. Absorption core, when units in the same compete core. Absorption core, when units in the same column loads energy, gain 1 strength for each color it has. What the hell does that mean? I mean, I understand. Just don't know if it's strong. Welcome, Shard. Welcome.
So far, it's one no from Val. KP, does it look better? Yash, does it look worse? I don't know if Yash is around. This can be easily fixed. Like, we can put things where it belonged. I guess I thought this would be cool, but I guess not. Yeah, we'll just put it the same way it is.
Absorption core, when units in the same column loads energy, gain 1 strength for each color it has.
This
What the
makes it
hell does
easier for people to read the bullshit.
that mean? I mean, I understand. Just don't know if it's strong. Welcome, Shard. Welcome.
All right. I'll do it here. Shard, welcome, but I don't need to. It looks like shit. Is that how it is? Oh no. All right. You're a bit sleepy. Okay, fair enough. I think I'll remove all of this.
Compete. What the hell does that mean? Compete core have 2 power when other attack units with power.
Take care, KP. Take care. Thank you for passing. Thank you for passing by,
What the
man.
hell does that mean?
Oh god. Hmm. Let's put a cross dissolve as well here.
Yes. What the hell does that mean? Compete core have 2 power when other attack units with power. Self-loads energy, this gains 2 strength.
I like it. I like where it ends. So the issue here is there is an empty slot in this section. So the only way for me to really connect it is to do, I don't know, like 1 second. All right, boom. Zoom in, zoom in, zoom in. Zoom in here, please. Move this, connect. Should be fine, right?
It's 2 strength. Ooh. So this compete core has 2 power, but power. Self-loads 2 power when other compete. I mean,
I need to do the same here, otherwise it just feels awkward.
compete core have 2 power when other attack units with power. Self-loads energy, this gains 2 strength.
Yeah, this needs it. Let's do another close up there. Make it bigger so that we can see it. Let's see.
What the hell does that mean?
I feel like it's a little too big, this absorption core. Let's zoom out a little bit, move things around. Yeah, this is more reasonable.
Absorption core, when units in the same column loads energy, gain 1 strength for each color it has. What the hell does that mean? Compete core has.
Compete core has. All right, let's fix the compete core box now. Do you guys think that what I'm currently doing with the boxes makes it better or worse? What do you guys think? The like zoom in on the text so that people can read along, because people usually enjoy reading along even if it doesn't make sense. It does help, yeah, good. Because I feel like that little bit of addition to the video keeps somebody like engaged, requires more brain cells. So even if he like blanks out, he can just gets like, it's not brain rot material, but it's similar. It keeps them, it keeps the neuron activated. Okay, boom. All right, let's see how this looks.
Absorption core, when units in the same column loads energy, gain 1 strength for each color it has. What the hell does that mean? Compete core have 2 power when other attack units with power self-loads energy, this gains 2 strength. Ooh. So this compete core has strength. Ooh. So this compete core has 2 power.
1 second. I feel like this crossing
Self-loads energy, this gains 2 strength. Ooh. So this compete core has 2 power, but my flush core gets 3. So whenever I get something into the flush core, this gets stronger. I like this.
again, I end the line with I like this, which is enough of a reason for me to skip everything before this. But I feel like at 5 minutes, people are more likely
core has 2
to
power,
tolerate
but my
my
flush core
explanation,
gets
I
3.
think.
So
I don't
whenever
know.
I get something into the flush core, this gets stronger.
I think this is a good part of the video. Like, we're gonna play the compete core, and if they did not spend a minute like reading along, they wouldn't understand why it's getting stronger and stronger every time.
I like this.
So I'm gonna keep it, I feel.
This sounds like fun. This sounds like real fun. We have 4 days, so let's go modification first. Let's
Alright, that was
modify
good.
1 attack unit, add the power to it, or degrade the highest grade slot of 1 support unit. We could degrade the reroll device. Nah. Let's power up. Let's power up the middle one. Okay, so let's go modification first. Let's modify 1 attack unit, add the power to it, or degrade the highest grade slot of 1 support unit. We could degrade the reroll device. Nah.
I don't think it's worth removing a few seconds.
Let's power up. Let's power up the middle one. Yeah. The reason I'm doing this is because this improves our compete core ability to get stronger. I think. I'm not sure. Just assuming. Can make more money, lose a basic core for 10 coins. This improves our compete core ability to get stronger. I think. I'm not sure.
So this is an area I already edited. As you can see, there's a lot of edits going forward here. So it is harder for me to edit this area because I've already edited it from an edited point. Oh my god, I can't speak. But yeah, this sounds like something that I should stay with.
Can make more money, lose a basic core for 10 coin, or just go shopping. You know what? I have 41 coins. If you skip a shop with that much money, there is a problem. Whenever sum or tricolor is triggered, apply 2 strength to the attack units and.
All right, I like this is where I got then the pictures from. I feel like it's 2 in the middle. We'll put it on the side. It's more visually appeasing.
Is trigger, apply 2 to the attack units in the same lane.
I need to make it take longer? Question mark?
Or tricolor is trigger. Apply 2 strength to the attack units in the same lane. Or tricolor is trigger. Apply 2 strength to the attack units in.
Why do I have this happening here? Oh.
Or tricolor is trigger. Apply 2 strength to the attack units in the same lane.
So a very simple solution is copy, paste. Let's see if that works.
Or tricolor is trigger. Apply 2 strength to the attack units in the same lane. It's good. If you can trigger weakening core multiple times.
I think this is better. Viewerships? I don't know.
Or tricolor is trigger. Apply 2 strength to the attack units in the same lane. It's good. If you can trigger weakening core multiple times, we get a lot of strength. Rock recorder sounds like something I should get always. Whenever some is triggered, apply 1.
This is the same. I like the idea of the zoom. It's just location-wise, I think it's better to be on the side. And I think the size is okay. Let me just feel like the crop on the top can be better. No, it's okay. Yeah, a little better.
Strength to every attack unit. This is crazy. We're doing this. If some is triggered, apply 1 strength to every attack unit. This is crazy. We're doing this. We're just doing it. No questions asked. At the end of battle, gain 1 fuel, not needed. So with this in mind, that just like works really well.
So basically that was my main setup for the game. And it happens around the 7-minute mark. Which I'm not I think it's okay. I think we cut like 3 more minutes from the introduction. Yeah, usually this is around my 10-minute mark. I think we cut around 3 minutes.
Countdown 6, self-destruct, dealing 10 damage to the enemy spaceship.
Let's move this to the side so it looks more reasonable, maybe. Like this. All right, let's see.
Countdown 6.
All right, I realized why I did it that way. So there is a cut here.
Countdown 6.
That I'm not happy about. So what I'm gonna do is add a non-additive dissolve.
Countdown 6, self-destruct, dealing 10 damage to the enemy spaceship.
Makes it better.
I am not too strong right now, so it's gonna be worrying.
I'm lying here.
As well. All right, so
guys, make some noise. Are you guys still around? What do you guys think so far? We're gonna go over the 10 minutes without any interruption, but like we have 2 minutes left.
He is going to self-destruct in a little bit, but we can try and do something fun. For instance, let's see if this works. So boom, that is cool. Can we change this into something better? Not the worst, not the worst. Let's put a 4 here.
Blah. I don't know what he's saying, Josh.
No. We're being reckless, which is very nice. And then maybe a 4 here as well. Okay, sure. We'll do it this way. I'll keep the 2, and we'll go ahead. It's a big hit. Major hit. But we have 2 left over. So the sum of things reset.
Making noise. Yeah, thank you so much for making noise.
So no point in trying to.
I'm glad you're involved.
Let's make it blue. Get another strength up on everything. And then maybe I can hit a 5. No, I cannot hit a 5. Kinda sad I can't hit a 5 there. Let's re-roll this one. Pretty okay. All right, how do I want to do this? How do I want to do this?
The how do I want to do this has been one of the. It was just an iteration of how do you want to do this, which I've been saying because of Critical Role. When I play D&D, if somebody does something, he kills the boss or kills a monster, I always go, how do you want to do this? Because I stole it from Matt Mercer. And now I'm using it to myself.
Boom.
Perfect.
This is reckless again. Roll it.
The cut is not severe enough to change, but I know it will annoy me in the future.
Roll it again.
I'm not sure what I cut per se, but I feel like I should do something about it. So let's do something about it now. I think the best way to make this more acceptable is move it this way a little bit, and then there is an audio transition that adds some decibel. So we can put that audio transition here. Make it a little bigger.
Boom. This is reckless again. Roll it again. It's more strength than ever.
Yeah. The sound being continuous hid my edit, if you guys won't notice.
Boom. This is reckless again.
It is so nice.
It's more strength than ever.
It's so nice.
I believe we can do it. Yeah, let's just pull it all out.
Pull it all out.
And let's break his shields.
Cool, cool.
Breaking his shield works really well. That is perfect. Oh god. I say perfect, but technically we're still in dire need. I like this. So we have like a lot of scaling with this. So apply one strength. I assume strength just sticks around, but not really. But it does its job. It does its job very well. Double fours. Nice. Let's end turn.
So I'm now beyond the 10-minute mark. In my experience with 1 hour long videos, the 10-minute mark is where I've lost around 80% of the people watching. Which is really horrible. It's miserable statistics to watch. So that is why I'm focusing a lot on the first 30 seconds to 1 minute, and then to the first 10 minutes. Because the first 30 second to 1 minute is like a 70% drop or a 60 to 70% drop. Usually, if it's a really good video, you want to have an 80% retention or a 70% retention. And then in the 10-minute mark, you want to have at least 40% watching or 40 to 50% watching. The higher that watch people percentage, the better it is. Be a half full guy, you manage to retain 20% of the people. I guess. Like, the problem with an hour something long video, people do just generally drop off eventually. But I want my average view duration to at least be equivalent to these longer, to these shorter videos. So my usual 30-minute videos or 20-minute videos, if done properly, have a retention rate of around, average view duration around 15 minutes. So at least half the video has been seen, which is good. It's pretty good. It's above average to a certain extent based on where you're at. But my long games, which is games like Lone Star, games like Arena of the Arena, games like Any game that's like 1 hour games, you know, Bizarre and stuff like that, viewership drops severely at like the 10 minute. I don't even reach 10 minutes average duration unless the video is like hella long, which is not fair. Like, I should not be wasting people's time or wasting my time trying to make it as well.
I think money well spent, quite honestly. Whenever energy in hand changes color, raise this point by 1. Oh, that is going to be fun. I have things that changes color, I guess. I have paint, so we'll take it. Increase the weight limit and switch out one of the basic core. We'll do it like this. And then maybe, just maybe. Let's move this around. I think this is better.
So that is where my editing stopped. So I've reached around, my last edit is around 10 minutes and 30 seconds. And until I go to my highlight, why is there no highlights here? Oh, there is a little gap here, because fair. Let's attach things together.
I guess moving down is the smartest move. Yeah, we'll just move one down.
So this is my highlight, or one of the highlights.
I don't know what I would do.
That's when I'm making like big numbers working.
Just a little bit overpowered there. Just a little bit of hit.
So I was thinking of taking this cut, like this specific cut, like from
Just
here.
a little bit overpowered there.
Just this little bit, and putting it at the front of the video. What do you guys think? Does it help? Is it useless? Right now, it's a very smooth start. It's a smooth transition. Let's copy. All right. So right now, the start of the video, which is we're basically like questioning whether this is needed. We have an hour and 50-minute live.
Hello, welcome everybody to Lowe's.
I feel like I have good energy in the start. I could add this little portion that will, I don't know, like push everything a little bit. Or we can just start this way.
Hello, welcome everybody to Lone Star. I'm your host Rockdem, and let's suffer together. Let's do a Spectre run today, and let's see if that works in our favor.
Because I feel like I've done a good enough job in the beginning for things to be smooth. Let's paste insert. Let's see if that works. Should work.
Hello, welcome everybody to Lone Star. I'm
All right. Let's see. So this is the cut.
just a little bit overpowered there. Hello, welcome everybody.
It does not fit. It does not fit. We need to do something for this.
Just a little bit overpowered there. Hello.
To like fade into this. Like, one thing is to have an additive dissolve, which looks cool. Non-additive is also fine. Let's try additive dissolve first.
Hello, welcome everybody to Lone Star. I'm your host Rockdem, and a little bit overpowered there. Hello, welcome everybody to Lone Star. I'm your host.
Make it a little wider.
Hello, welcome everybody. Hello, welcome everybody.
I don't like it.
Hello, welcome everybody to Lone.
It's not like we have a problem per se. It's more like,
hello, welcome everybody to Lone Star. I'm your host Rockdem, and let's
make it shorter.
hello, welcome everybody to. Hello, welcome everybody to Lone Star. I'm your host Rockdem, and let's
I feel like non-additive would probably be cooler. The start feels too rushed.
just a little bit overpowered there. Hello, welcome everybody to Lone Star. I'm your host Rockdem, and let's suffer together. Let's do a Spectre run.
The start feels too rushed. The intro part
Hello,
feels
welcome
rushed.
everybody to Lone Star. I'm your host Rockdem, and let's suffer together. Let's do a Spectre run today, and let's see if that works in our favor. Let's see. We can go.
I don't feel like it's rushed per se. Um, there's no outs, and like pauses, so probably
Hello,
feels a little
welcome everybody to
smooth.
Lone Star. I'm your host Rockdem, and hello, welcome everybody to Lone Star. I'm your host Rockdem, and let's suffer together. Let's.
But I feel like this is 5 seconds. So this video is 5 seconds, and I need to change it. I need to change it to the point where it fits and it's not like disgusting to look at.
Just a little bit.
Like I don't think I need just a little bit. I could just start with this. Like this could be the start instead of I could remove a second and start like this.
Overpowered there. Hello.
And maybe I could speed up the start of this. Like I can remove my voice.
Overpowered there. Hello, welcome everybody.
I feel like my voice is not adding much help. Guys, you better stop me when I'm messing up. So it's gonna be like this.
Hello, welcome everybody to Lone Star. I'm your host.
That could work. That could work. So let's first of all make it faster. Let's link it and then let's make it 150% faster. Oh god. I could put text, like large text that says upcoming or hmm, I hope that did not mess anything up, but I hope not. Anyway. So let's see.
Hello, welcome everybody to.
Does not fit, does not look good. Let's see with the additive dissolve.
Hello, welcome everybody.
A little nicer, honestly, but I feel like the sound needs to get transitioned. Let's crossfade. And let's crossfade it properly so that we don't have that problem, maybe.
Hello, welcome everybody to Lone. Hello, welcome everybody to Lone.
Let's make the crossfade even more.
Hello, welcome everybody to Lone Star. I'm your host Rockdem, and let's suffer together.
Let's crossfade in the beginning as well.
Hello, welcome everybody.
I don't want to start this way. This start is a little sad. I think this is a better start. I don't know if it works. A second. Nope, that is way too dark. Let's see.
Hello, welcome everybody to Lone Star. I'm your
Yeah. I don't like this as much.
Hello, welcome.
Let's find a better one. Should we just do Chris Iris instead of additive dissolve? Let's see.
Hello, welcome everybody to Lone. Hello.
It looks cute. I don't know if it's worth starting.
Hello, welcome everybody to Lone Star. I'm your host.
What do you guys think?
Hello, welcome.
We can make it the same speed. We could also cut this part.
Hello, welcome everybody to.
But that removes the numbers.
Hello, welcome everybody to Lone Star. I'm your host Rockdem, and let's.
Is it good? What do you guys think? I put it before and I decided it was not worth bothering. The numbers are indeed the important part. And it's not even my biggest number. Like, I have 170. Maybe I should put the 170, honestly. Like, my last fight, if I'm not mistaken, was much more disgusting.
Either way.
Yeah, look, 170. Maybe I should just take this.
By the way, just FYI, just a very, very cool, collected, no problems, just straight up 174 in damage.
What do you guys think? Maybe I should put this in the front? But this really defeats the whole point of watching a video. Because you know the end, maybe? But then you just want to see how the end is reached? Because this is a cooler number. I don't know. It's been bothering me for a while now because I don't know if I'm doing the right thing.
My king is at 174, by the way. My king is at.
I like the idea of like my king is at 174.
My king is at 174, by the way. Just FYI. Just a very, very cool, collected, no problems, just straight up 174 in damage.
I think this is use this as a testing vid. What does that mean? Use this as the teasing vid, you mean? Should we put it in the front line, like this section? Use this as a test as the experimentation video. Oh yeah, we're definitely using this as an experimentation video. It's just that after all this work, having um having a cool, like, what do you call it? It would be really bad if after all this time The 6 seconds that I put in the front line is the 6 seconds that ends the whole 10 minute of editing.
Oh man, that is disgusting. We
Like
probably did
nobody's
so
gonna
much
watch
work
this.
there.
If like this is the most
Oh
rare
yeah,
of rare because
we
it's the
hit
end of the vid.
174 highest.
Like I've been editing randomly many ways, any like random places just to get things working. But this area, this section, is gonna have the least amount of viewers. But this is one of the best clips you can get. So I probably need to take this instead of that one. Because worst case scenario, at least they get to see the cool numbers. What do you guys think? So instead of this,
Hello, welcome everybody to Lone Star. I'm your host.
I can remove the section, full section. I can remove all of this. And then paste or post. Paste. Paste, post. Remove, ripple, delete. Okay. Then paste that section. Hopefully it doesn't ruin anything. It is 23 seconds long. That is the problem with the thing I just posted. It's a 23-second clip, which is a little long for a beginning.
My king is at 174, by the way.
You guys understand? Like, it's... No, is it 23? There's no
just
way.
FYI, just a very, very cool, collected, no problems, just straight up 174 in damage. I feel like we can do like this build where we want.
Excuse me? No way. Did it eat my other...
Like
1 second. Okay, okay. I did not lose my work. I did not lose my work.
Hello, welcome everybody. Hello.
Okay, let's do it this way. Make sure to paste insert. Because that just removed like 20 seconds or more than an hour worth of work.
My king is at 174, by the way. Just FYI. Just a very, very cool, collected, no problems, just straight up 174 in damage. Hello, welcome.
So that is my start. 23 seconds. Should I risk it? Make it or break it? I believe people will watch this 23 seconds. I don't know after they finish the 23 seconds, will they hang around? You guys, you get what I mean? Maybe I should tease it to the point of like shooting.
No
like,
problems.
Like I just leave it at...
My king is at 174, by the way. Just FYI. Just a very, very cool, collected, no problems, just straight up 174 in damage.
And then I just don't show the attack animation. That's where I stop. And it's like, why did he not press the button? So people are more annoyed and they will most likely watch to find that clip. Is that mean? Or am I trying to big brain nothing? Maybe. Maybe I'm overestimating it. You just said yes. Yes to what? Yes to me being mean or yes to doing it this way? Oh gosh. It's gonna annoy people, I know. But it makes it a 15-second clip. and usually recommendation is at 5 seconds to 10 seconds. It's an hour and 13 minutes video because it's not been fully edited, but I don't think I can remove more than another 5 minutes probably. That would annoy a lot of people. Look, there is annoy a lot of people, and there is annoy people to point of watching, not clicking off. Do you think it would annoy more people to watch or not to watch? Because the human psyche is a little weird. Like I would be a little annoyed that he did not press the button to show the pretty lasers, but I would understand that they exist, and I would watch the video or scroll the video till I find it. You get what I mean? The goal is to have them watch the video, not watch this clip. Oh god. Because we basically one-shot the boss. This is the final boss. We one-shot him on turn 1. It's literally turn 1, one-shot the boss. So if we don't, I don't want to showcase it. It feels like ruining my own video with my own hand. I can use like my thumbnail can be about one-shotting, making a build strong enough to one-shot the boss, and then showcasing the 174 damage, and then the apocalypse with the 163. That could be a thing. Like negative 163, make it bright red, and then just put it as a thumbnail kind of scenario. But then if I start the video with the end, that's like, the movies, the movies which like you probably wonder how I got here. But you probably wonder how I got here is usually the middle of the movie, not the end of the movie. I need more words than perfect, honestly, because I have no idea if I'm doing the proper way. I think the thumbnail would be nice if it's like one-shotting the final boss, but I don't know if I should start with this clip. I think I should remove the clip, start the way that I wanted before, just dry start without like any like early clips per se. Because a lot of people I see, they do this thing where they like skip to the middle or showcase something in the middle, but I feel like it would just ruin my chances. I'm typing in the dark, so it's a little slow. You could have just you could have answered me. It's okay, buddy. I get it. So should I remove this? I think I should remove this, right? I don't think we should put the best clip in the front, but then it risks not being ever watched. Oh, why am I upset? But it could be teased. How can I tease that? There is no way I can tease it. Hmm. I feel, because it's only a
Hello,
feeling.
welcome everybody to Lone Star. I'm your host Rockdem, and let's suffer together. Let's do.
Like this start is smooth. It's not too exciting, and
Hello, welcome
people
everybody to
watching it
Lone Star. I'm your
will be like, "Oh, it's just the start of the video." But he advertised in the thumbnail that he one shot the final boss, or he one shot the boss, or he made a build that one shots everything. That's the advertisement on the video title, probably, yeah. So the video title and the thumbnail will be about one-shotting the boss. And then
Post rock them and let's suffer together. Let's do a Spectre run today and let's see if that works in our favor. Let's see.
and then I think I kind of imply this, like, unintentionally.
We can go with Mediator Gray, gain waste conversion, an extra shop, and 3 power to the central attack unit. You know what? I'm interested in the +3 to power because I feel like we can do like this build where we one-shot everything in the middle.
See, I kinda tease the future. I did not know I was a mind reader or a prophet, like no, like a prophet of sort, because I kinda prophesized that we will get to that point. But and then, oh god, I wonder if like there is some really good editor around that would give me some unsolicited advice regarding this section. I think you should start right away, right? Yeah, we'll
Hello,
not
welcome, everybody.
break. I think giving the cake before the like, you should leave people wanting more at the start of the video than like just tell them like that was like a spoiler. If you showed me the end of the video, nobody would watch it, right? I think that is how it works. So I should not spoil the video.
Hello, welcome everybody
I
to
should
Lone
tease
Star. I'm
the
your host
video.
Rock Them and let's suffer together. Let's
I feel like it's a good start as well. So far, my 10-minute work. So this is my 10-minute work. So let's just relax and watch it together, uninterrupted, for 10 minutes. Just 10 minutes, we'll watch it. And then we will, I hope you guys can rate it. I will put a poll where, how would you rate the first 10 minutes? And I will put great start, like 10 out of 10. Or like 8 to 10. I think that would be an okay thing. Then medium, like not too bad. Not too bad. Which is like a 4 to 7. Hi, boy. And then no one is going to watch. Which is a 1 to 3. We're skipping 4s. I think I'll do 5 to 7. So this is like bottom line, middle line, good line. So this is going to be the poll. Watch the 10 minutes and then decide for yourself where it is stays, okay? Let's start, everybody.
Hello, welcome everybody to Lone Star. I'm your host Rock Them and let's suffer together. Let's do a Spectre run today and let's see if that works in our favor. Let's see. We can go with Mediator Gray, gain waste conversion, an extra shop, and 3 power to the central attack unit. You know what? I'm interested in the +3 to power because I feel like we can do like this build where we one-shot everything in the middle. Like, I just want to try it out. And we'll go ahead. I like the fact that they moved the weapon to the middle as well. So we'll go with this. Let's start our first battle. We're having our flush core in the middle. When we load 2 energy of the same color, gain 2 strength. Alright, let's begin. And he is taking a turn off. We're taking a turn on. I guess we could just put a 4 and a 2 here. But I'd rather get 2 blues. Oh. Generate 1 energy of the same color. Oh, it's just a better number. Okay. Let's put it blue. So when loading 2 energy of the same color, gain 2 strength. So a 5 and a 2 is a 7, but it becomes 12 in damage, which is pretty high. Then I can put a 3 here. There's no point in using this one, so we'll just go in with that much damage. Pretty good. Very great start. Let's do this again. Hopefully we don't lose anybody. I don't want to lose health, so we'll go here. Use this middle option and just burn a hole in their lives. Okay. Oh, this is gonna be good. Good. Perfect. Don't need to do much. That was a great 2-turn one-shot. And let's find out if we can get a unit that does more damage. We need to exactly hit 5. We get 1 4-point energy. Not the worst. Unload, generate 1 identical energy with its colored mixed with blue. I like this more. Let's add the weakening core to our mix. This way we have a little bit more oomph. Do I want to upgrade a flesh core or just go to the unknown? Unknown can give us some good stuff. 5 damage for 3 coins sounds like a silly option. But I'm silly. Let's risk it. Ah, ouch. Anyway, we took 10 coins with us. We took 10 damage. I don't think it was worth it, but we risked it. We gambled. We lost the gamble. It's fine. Let's go again. Emergency event, association inspection. What do you want? At the start of the battle, random unit gains association inspection. If not loaded with energy in hand, gain 8 star coins at the end of turn. At the start of the 3rd turn, remove this buff. So 2 turns, we can get a lot of money. That is actually quite excellent. Alright, we can do something funny. So we can do a 4 and a 1. Get a 4 energy out of there. And then we can just put a 4 here. And just a 3. We could put a 2 as well. Will work. Alright, we're just gonna do it now. We'll take our money. Be happy with it for a little bit. Just for a little bit. We're just gonna be happy with this. 3 5s. We're making money. You just have to remember, we're making a lot of money. Let's create another 4 energy. Put a 5 here, and then a 4 and a 3 here. That is not bad. Alright, the association inspection is over. So now we can play nicely, or play randomly and normally. Oh no. This will just give us a better one. Oh, come on, really? We can just put a 5 here and it will generate a 4 energy. So that's okay. We can put a 4. That does well. Oh, baby. We're ending it this turn. Oh, yeah, that's great. Easy one. Easy one. We made a lot of money there. We can get an absorption core or a compete core. Absorption core, when units in the same column loads energy, gain 1 strength for each color it has. What the hell does that mean? Compete core have 2 power. When other attack units with power self-loads energy, this gains 2 strength. Ooh. So this compete core has 2 power, but my flush core gets 3. So whenever I get something into the flush core, this gets stronger. I like this. This sounds like fun. This sounds like real fun. We have 4 days, so let's go modification first. Let's modify 1 attack unit, add the power to it, or degrade the highest grade slot of 1 support unit. We could degrade the reroll device. Nah. Let's power up Let's power up the middle one. Yeah. The reason I'm doing this is because this improves our compete core ability to get stronger. I think. I'm not sure. Just assuming. Can make more money, lose a basic core for 10 coin, or just go shopping. You know what? I have 41 coins. If you skip a shop with that much money, there is a problem. Whenever sum or tricolor is triggered, apply 2 strength to the attack units in the same lane. It's good if you can trigger a weakening core multiple times. We get a lot of strength. Rock Recorder sounds like something I should get always. Whenever sum is triggered, apply 1 strength to every attack unit. This is crazy. We're doing this. We're just doing it. No questions asked. At the end of battle, gain 1 fuel, not needed. So with this in mind, that just like works really well. Countdown 6, self-destruct, dealing 10 damage to the enemy spaceship. I am not too strong right now, so it's gonna be worrying. Worrisome as well. Alright, so he is going to self-destruct in a little bit. But we can try and do something fun. For instance, let's see if this works. So, boom. That is cool. Can we change this into something better? Not the worst, not the worst. Let's put a 4 here. Oh no. We're being reckless, which is very nice. And then maybe a 4 here as well. Okay, sure. We'll do it this way. I'll keep the 2, and we'll go ahead. It's a big hit. Major hit. But we have 2 left over. So the sum of things reset at the start of every turn. So no point in trying to... let's make it blue. Get another strength up on everything. And then maybe I can hit a 5. No, I cannot hit a 5. Kinda sad I can't hit a 5 there. Let's re-roll this one. Pretty okay. Alright, how do I want to do this? Boom. This is reckless again. Roll it again. It's more strength than ever. I believe we can do it. Yeah, let's just pull it all out. And let's break his shields. Breaking his shield works really well. That is perfect. Oh god. I say perfect, but technically we're still in dire need. I like this. So we have like a lot of scaling with this. So apply 1 strength. I assume strength just sticks around, but not really. But it does its job. It does its job very well. Double 4s. Nice. Let's end turn. I think money well spent, quite honestly. Whenever energy in hand changes color, raise this point by 1. Oh, that is going to be fun. I have things that changes color, I guess. I have...
Alright, that was 10 minutes and 30 seconds. Do you guys feel like it was a good video? Overall, how would you rate the first 10 minutes? In my personal opinion, just go ahead, poll it, just put it in the poll. So I felt the more I watched, the more smooth the editing was. And like even the minimal like things you would like be irritated with was so smoothened out that it did not really matter. Somebody wrote not too bad before the video started, so that is a thing, I guess. Why would you do that, man? Slightly irritating, but I guess you did hang out enough to like just give us a good idea. So you guys think it's okay? Was it a good 10 minutes clip? I feel like it was not bad. I don't know how I would improve it, but for a 10-minute video, it should theoretically hit a 50% retention. Do you guys think we can keep a 50% retention on this clip? Like until 10 minutes. Do you think half the people who click will continue to watch? Because I will, I think I will make a post about it, like a community post. Thank you, Yash. I was also kind of interested. Like, I felt like watching it from afar. I felt like the start was a little, like, rushed a little bit, but like this, it was smooth. And the more I watched, the more like, oh, that this game, this run is gonna be interesting. Because by 10 minutes down, you could tell there is potential, and that is very fun. So I have a lot more to edit. Boy Wonder, there is only one little problem. We tried to do this trick, but somehow we tended to lose it. We're not gonna go for like an 80% retention. No, no. I want my 10-minute mark to keep 50% of the people watching. And then from there, I'm gonna make it like 60, 70, Like not start high, just start like clipping, like getting a really good start, and then going forward with it. Right now, my problem is not, it's not gonna be bad because usually these people say that you should put a lot of effort into the first minute because that's when you lose a lot of people. Actually, the first 30 seconds is when you lose most people. 1 minute is also very important, and then up to 10 minutes, that's when the majority of people will disappear. In my case, it's an hour long video, so at least 10 minutes out of the 60 minutes, yeah, I'm gonna get a good percentage. At least 25% of the video needs to be watched properly to give it a good chance. There's been only 3 people who voted. That is a little unfortunate. I thought there were more people around. It's okay. All right. So I'll probably like skim edit the remaining of this video. Like I'll spend a few hours later at night skim editing, which is basically whenever I see a shop, I'll just do the zoom in section. I'll try to edit anything that makes it very awkward or like very useless. Like evil projection, I could make the box here.
If I can add like general amount of power, both
And then flame bullet. Good. Like I'll do something similar to what I did in the first 10 minutes, just less frequently. But yeah. It's not easy to edit the whole thing. But this is not bad by any means, pretty on par with your other videos. No, 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 no. Boy Wonder, I don't think it's on par with my other videos. I really hope it's not, because my other videos are not doing too well. There's some statistics that you don't see. It needs to be better than my other videos. That is true. Like with the other videos that I have do not have this much work put into them. Mainly because maybe the game is shorter and people are more interested in the game. But this 10 minutes of editing makes it digestible. Makes it so that it doesn't take away from the game, it improves the experience of the people watching. That's the final goal. Anyway, thank you guys for hanging out with us. Oh, it does have more production value for sure. Okay, thank you. Thank you. I was worried. I'm like, wait a second. Will this flop like everything else? Or will people hate this as much as everything? I mean, will people not enjoy it? Or just enjoy it the same level as my previous videos? I don't know. Hopefully, it does better. There's so much left to do, but I've at least, I'm finished with like 20%. The most important 20% is done. And as we go, less people are gonna watch, and usually by the time I think people enjoy this, I'm hoping so. Either way, thank you guys for hanging out. This editing video is gonna be member locked because I've not given anything to my members in a long time, and they deserve some love. So thank you guys for supporting the channel. And thank you, Yash, and everybody who's been hanging out. Thank you, K-pop. Oh, I don't know why I say it. KP, not K-pop. KP Drago. Thank you, Boy Wonder. Thank you, Valk. Thank you, HMZ, for passing by. I thank you so much for hanging out with us. Thank you for all the members. Thank you for everybody, and I'll see you guys in the future. Bye bye. Do feel free to comment on the community post and say which games you like and whatnot. Because I am keeping such things into consideration. I want to do better for everybody. And yeah, games are kind of slow right now. Like there's not many new games that I'm dying to play, so this is a way out. Bye bye.